So Schedule 1's a game about dealing drugs and growing an empire. It's wacky, goofy, and a ton of fun, and here's a couple of beginner tips to help you get started. First of all, ordering. You have an order limit set here. You have an item limit as well. This order limit can go up the more that you deal with the person. You could order a lot of seeds early on. I personally recommend just ordering 2 seeds, get enough to get you started. So around the back of Dan's Hardware, you have the storage spot where you pay off Albert Hoover for any of the seeds that you may purchase. You can do this individually, like so, and change the amount to drop it off and deploy. And there you go. You will get a message from Albert once he's received the cash for you. The debt is now paid off. However, if you leave some cash in there, what you can do is you can order some seeds from him. Let's order 2 right now. Working in about an hour. Any sort of debt will immediately get paid off. As you can see, it received $60 cash. The debt is now paid off because you just leave it in here and allow that to just pay off yourself. So you don't accrue a massive debt and then find yourself struggling a little bit later on. So in this tip here, you have cash for trash. It's a good way to get some cash in your pocket nice and early on. You have to press E and select and pick up the items and dump them into this bin and press start to generate some cash. You'll find trash scattered around the map. It is very boring, very mundane to be doing this one by one. But don't worry, this is where the next tip comes in handy. What you're going to do is you can do this straight away. Run down to the hardware store. Go in, talk to them. Scroll all the way down. You're going to have this thing here called a trash grabber. It's only $20. Purchase it immediately. This has the same storage capacity as a normal large trash bin, despite being half the size. And is also able to pick up an absolute ton really quickly. Just spammy on all this stuff. Once you've filled the bin and it goes up to 100%, what you're going to do is hover over and press and hold left click to pour all this rubbish in and press start. This is going to save you loads of time, get you loads of money really quickly, and you can get it early on. So with this cash for trash as well, you can also take your bagged waste and throw it in here, and you can still get a little bit of money back from just doing it this way as well. Thank you very much. There's $12. Next up, you have a shack here, which is beautiful, right next to the hardware store, just opposite the arcade. You have the Shred Shack. This Jesus-looking fella here is selling you skateboards, which is fantastic. You can buy them nice and early on. Buy the cheap skateboard to start with. Once you've got the skateboard, you can roll around in style. It is wonderful. It's great fun. You press spacebar to jump over so you can get over curbs, because otherwise you will get stuck. And you can do sick jumps like this all the way down. Look at that. Beautiful. Fucking Danny Way has no chance against me. So the next tip here to get you started nice and early is you've got your OG Kush. Your asking price usually sits at 38, but you can customize this. I recommend setting it on 45 to start with and then listing it for sale. This is going to give you just a little bit more per unit, but people are still going to buy it, as you see already, getting messages in. They've got 2 times OG Kush. Pay 105 for it. Well, that's well more than the 45 asking price for each one, so yep, I'm going to agree. Which brings us to the next tip. What you're going to do is you're going to press morning. So if you sat here in the morning and this timer here is through midway, morning is a good time. Just get it done straight away. Say outside the front of the motel, no worries, buddy. You've got it on your compass point here. You just stand, you can wait for them to turn up. In the meantime, if you really need to, you can collect this rubbish here. Here comes the guy. So with them just turning up, you can complete the deal. I would press and hold right click and scroll to place the amount that you need exactly in here. Don't shift click. I did that and I ended up losing all my stuff. Quite early on within the time slot, what you can get is a little cash bonus. Doesn't happen all the time, but it will happen at certain points. And it's about a 10% tip, which is lovely. A little bit of extra cash in your pocket. So if you wish to find an early game weapon, what you can do is come straight down the stairs from the motel and you'll find the basketball court here. You've got a baseball bat just sitting on the inside. This is a useful weapon. You can press and hold to load up and swing and really make someone's day. So one thing about this bat is it's extremely fun to swing at things. Certainly like this police officer. Hi, buddy. How's it going? Oh, you seem to be unconscious. Now, this leads us to the next tip. You are under arrest. Run away as quickly as possible. So your wanted level can rise, and certainly you start off with them being tased, but you could then end up with wanted dead or alive. This is really bad for you. You're going to need a few spots to hide in. Fortunately, there's plenty around this beginner area if you do run into any trouble. So you can outright just try and run away from the police here and see it go down. I personally do like to do this method, especially seeing as you've unlocked the skateboard nice and early on. However, there are a few really good hiding spots. So one of the hiding spots that I personally like to go to is up here. You can run all the way up this way. I mean, the police are seeing me. You can run up and hide down here. You see where we are? We're not too far from the motel room. It's pretty much directly opposite. You can run up here and hide if the police, for some reason, do not really path towards you. Just kind of stand outside and wait for you and run around. So what you can do is, if you're in any sort of trouble, you can open up the dumpsters. You can actually jump in Crouch down and close the door. The police can search and find you, but this is also another good way to hide from the police. And this should be enough to get you off to a head start, get you through a couple of early days. If you like this one, I'm going to be doing some more tutorials. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Any other games potentially you'd like me to check out? Let me know down below. I'll see you soon. Peace.